You gotta feel this on your feet though, bro. You gotta take the sandals off.
Oh, that actually feels good. That's some good turf. Fuck, I want to get in my 3-point stance.
I know,
yeah.
I just want a football right now.
Woo! What we got?
So yeah, man, this is what dreams are made of right here. I mean, I'm like at a loss for words when I have places like this. Like I grew up in like one of like, I wouldn't say the shittiest places, but you know, 1-bedroom apartment with my mom, my brother, and you know, now when you get to experience stuff like this, it's just like, you know, you take a moment to reflect. It's special.
Absolutely, man. Made it.
Not yet. We still got work to do.
That's the thing. There ain't no making it ever. It's a lifelong journey of entrepreneurship and getting better. By the way, infomercial insert. If you guys don't know who Jubril is, if you're fans of my channel, how are you not fans of PassportHeavy and Jubril? I used to watch Jubril's videos like 6-7 years ago, and it was his channel and Johnny's channel that actually got me and Parker fired up to come out here and live this digital nomad life. So check out his YouTube channel.
Thank you, man. It means a lot. And the digital nomad life, man, it's kind of crazy, like how big it's growing. When I started traveling around the world, shit, like over 9 years ago now, it was so bad. Like no internet, like out here, no internet. It wasn't as advanced as now. It's so much easier and this bigger community. I think that's what makes it so cool, is you get to run into people when you come to places like Bali, Chiang Mai, Colombia there, and like Medellin. And there's more and more places developing, you know, all around the world, and you know, the cost of living, and there's so many different ways that you can do it. So many people think you have to be, you know, on Amazon. That's not the only way that you can do it. So many people think you just have to do Facebook ads. No, you can be an influencer. You can be a program. And another thing is that is the job world. I don't think the job world gets enough credit for the digital nomad. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta be an entrepreneur. That's not true. Yeah. And so one of the things that I'm really focusing on this year is showing people that you don't have to be an entrepreneur to travel around the world. You can also have a job, and there's more and more jobs that are allowing people to work remotely. For one of my company, we have literally 25 employees, and they all live in the United States, but they work remotely. They don't come into the office. We have like a small office in New York or in New Jersey, but none of them come to the office, and so we literally have 25 employees that work remotely.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get that across on my channel more and more too. There's 3 main ways to work remotely / like make money online, whatever. You can be a freelancer, you can be a business owner, or you can work remotely as an employee. So all those 3 ways are great, and I hope I communicate that on my channel. But like, do one more question. So like, people ask me this like all the time, like, I want to be digital nomad life, like high schoolers. Riley, I want to be a digital nomad. So like, what do you tell the kids nowadays? Like, what is the best way to make this remote travel the world and live anywhere, this digital nomad life?
Okay.
What do you tell what would you tell like a youngin, the past version of yourself? Like, what's the best way, or what are the how to make it happen?
Nah, man. So there's a lot of different ways. So I mean, if I'm talking to, you know, youngins that I know, you have these skills that a lot of older people don't have. So when it comes to like Instagram, right, even how to have like amazing layouts on Instagram. So like basically having like your social media marketing agency, like as a young person, you can really help businesses, you know, charge them $500, $1,000, $2,000, and like, so learn how to put, it's probably too much for this video, but that's one way. Another is influencing. Like young people are great influencers, so if you're using YouTube, if you're using Instagram, find out what you're into, and then find out you know, what products and you know, brands that you could actually, you know, do deals with. Because like, there's literally, you could be an influencer on so many different things. It could be lifestyle and beauty, you could be doing reviews on toys, you know, electronics, and then another thing is learn how to sell. For me, I started on eBay. I was selling basically like these songs, I had buy them for like $1 and then I'd sell them for like 20 bucks. So like buying low, selling high, but there's so many different things. But I would say learn the power of you know, influencing, learn the power of selling, and start reading books. At a young age, a lot of it's mental too. Too many people are just like, they're trying to do the technical stuff, but you gotta have the right mental, you know, and so read books like, you know, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Then also getting your finances in right. So The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clayson will really enable you to basically have the basic principles of financial you know, literacy. So that's like another book, because one thing is, once you start making money, that's great, but do you know how to manage it, right?
Yeah.
So like there's been times in my life where I was like, man, I started making a lot of money and I was spending too much, right? It's like, oh snap, now I have to pay, you know, all these taxes and all these other things. So learn how to not just make the money, but you know, spend it wisely, and learn that early. And
how to make it work for you.
Yeah.
So on that subject of books, I just saw a new video, or a recent video on YouTube, that college textbooks are like skyrocketing in price. So like what would you honestly tell like a young hustler like myself or you about college, man? Because kids are asking me like what's
oh man, so
what's your take on this, man?
So my personal take on college, like if you're not gonna be like a doctor, if you're not gonna be a lawyer or an engineer, I think that shit's a waste of time for the most part. It's overpriced, but universities are not gonna say anything because that's their business. They're making billions of dollars on this, so they don't want to mess up their model. And when you're looking at like the biggest companies these days, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Amazon, Google, all of these powerful companies, you know, they're run by people who like dropped out of universities. They don't even have, you know, college degrees. And then here's a little insight too. You don't even need, if you're smart enough and you know how to program, you know how to do a lot of these things, you don't even need a college degree to work at these top, they don't really put it out there, but I know quite a few people now who work at a lot of these top companies that don't even have college degrees. They just know how to actually make the stuff happen.
Exactly.
Or for example, being a filmmaker, right? So some of the filmmakers on my team, you go to school for all these things, but the thing is you actually just want to get in the game and actually start practicing, right? So you got Ant, he never went to university, out here making it happen. You got JP over here, well, he did graduate university, but he learned in the field. Before he actually came, started working with me, he was just trying to get like a job with like in his city, and then like the opportunity came along, and now he's just crushing it, doing so many things. Like this guy's making multiple 6 figures a year filmmaking. Woo! Right? Don't even tell him I told you. He keeps his numbers low key. But and then two and a half years ago, like less than 3 years ago, he was just trying to do one video for $1 grand. You know, and so it's like so much can change once you change your circle, and then also learn. So that's, I'll leave with video too, right?
Yeah.
So this huge thing in video right now is that it's changing. So what used to take like a 10-person crew, you can now do with like 1 person. You know, you got the gimbals and all of this, and you can charge premium money. Like you could, like for like literally some of the days, we charge over 10 grand for video shoots. We go do like a video for clients, like literally it's over 10 grand for just a 1-day shoot. But you have to get the right clients, right? How do you get that? You find out the people that are making the real money, and then will also value, you know, your services. So some people are doing videos for 300 bucks, and then another guy's out here doing a whole video for 1 day for 10 grand. But it's also, what's the purpose, right? So a lot of people in the financial space, you know, they have big budgets, or in the corporate business world, and then also it's relationships. You have to actually prove yourself, right? And so if you're doing these videos, go out and make these videos. A lot of people are like, oh, how do I get started? But and it's like, but you have to show that you can do what you can do, and practice, and go out, that's what it is, make it. And that's like the biggest thing I see people, now you got me on a tangent, man. But like with advertising, right? So people are like, oh man, how did you get started in advertising, man? I see you spending like 15 grand a day on ads. I'm like 15 bucks a day. Like my goals before, I was like, man, if I can generate like 100 email opt-ins in a week, I was like, it was mind-blowing. Because first day, I lost a couple $100 on Google AdWords. So this is back in 2004, and I was like, damn it. And most people are like, all right, I'm not doing it anymore. But for me, I was like, all right, I figured out what doesn't work. And so I just kept at it. But these were my own campaigns, testing my own traffic to just different affiliate offers and selling different products online. Then after a while, I got a reputation. People like, oh snap, like this guy's pretty good. And so like, nah, I mean, we can generate up to 10, 15,000 leads in a day, which is it's crazy, because before I was like, I'm trying to do 100 leads, in a week.
Started. There you go, kids. Wrapping up from college. Yo, college is the old system. If you're an ambitious person like ourselves, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be rich, if you want to be your own boss, if you want to do your own thing, that's not what college is for. It has its place. It's for creating great employees. It's for the masses, all right? But you're watching this video, you are not the masses, so college, you don't need a permission slip to go chase your dream, all right? Start creating, build your portfolio, literally build a portfolio on Upwork and stuff for like social media marketing or whatever niche you want to get into. Start creating, get around people that are ambitious, that have the same goals and visions and hustlers, people that want to win. Get surrounded with those people instead of the people sitting on a couch smoking doobies. We were all in that environment, so surrounded.
Drink water.
Yeah, drink that water, that high quality H2O. Anyway, Mr. Passport Heavy, check him out at Passport Heavy. If you don't know.
Thank you, man. We got to show them the last room. We ain't showing the master room downstairs.
Let's get it. Yo guys, all right, thanks for watching. So it's finally here. I finally created my digital nomad masterclass / digital nomad tribe. So if you are an aspiring digital nomad, it's literally my mission to help more people get out here and make this life reality. So it's linked below. Check it out. It's finally here. See you guys there.